set the scene. We are rising from our slumber. Torwulf is like taking down the tent and making ready his pack, and Vidarna is just nowhere to be found. She sometimes does this. She already understood that about her, that she just vanishes sometimes and then she shows back up, and well, that's just how she is. Torwulf has a big axe and a backpack full with stuff. He is very well supplied, actually. Well, not very well, but his supplies are good. And he starts on his journey towards Bearden. See if he can make it, or if something happens on the way. And this is a strong hit, which means he manages to make like 3 more marks, and I will say this will end the journey. Reach a destination, and let's see what happens. Of course, it's a weak hit because, you know, I only have 9 progression instead of 10, so why would it be a strong hit? Alright, on a weak hit, you arrive but face an unforeseen hazard or complication. Envision what you find. Alright. Chat, tell me. I have an idea, and I think it would tie in very well with the story so far, which is that we find the bandits fighting the people of Bearden. Like, this is the problem we are facing. We see them already clashing about something, and yeah, we have to decide what do we do about this. But I am open to suggestions. Anyone has a different idea to what the unforeseen hazard or complication is that Torwulf finds when he arrives at Bearden. Bearden is like an old village, with a palisade around it, bulky architecture, right? More round and robust. And the people of Bearden are strong, tall, white folk who eat a lot of meat, obviously. The people aren't very welcoming, or yeah, I think I like my bandit idea better because that spells action, and I want action. I want Torwulf to, you know, it makes it easy to make friends if you fight their enemies. And so this is what we do, right? Torwulf sees they are clashing. They are bandits. A group of bandits is obviously in the retreat, right? They already have something of the city, like a big sack is being carried, and now they are fighting off the villagers who are coming after them. And we see smoke in the distance, so it's probably just a small force of villagers who are trying to get back what the bandits stole. And there's a fire in the distance, so most of the town will probably try to stop the flames now. And yeah, this is where we see Torwulf. I think Torwulf is the first thing he will do is try to get in a good position to attack the enemy, and I think he would do that with it's probably stealth, right? He will try to get low into the snow and go forward fast, leaves his backpack behind so he can't lose it, and just stays low to the ground to jump up and attack them. And he is like in the direction they are going. You will block their path and maybe stop them enough for the others to arrive. Let's see if this works. It's a miss. Right. You fail and your progress is undermined by a dramatic or costly turn of events. Which, you know, great start. It is stressful. Right. Tell you what happens. Torwulf, low to the ground, axe ready. He prays to the old gods about to Farnish, this time specifically to Farnish, that he to give him the power of the leech imbue his axe with it. And that's a miss. Does something happen on a miss? No. He just feels nothing. He looks at his axe and there's nothing. Maybe Farnish doesn't always grant his wishes. Maybe something else is going on. Whatever it is, he doesn't have this divine protection that he thought he had earned. And maybe that's it. I like it, Danielas. And he looks at his axe, and then he feels like this deep pull or push or something, this force that is coming from inside of the sack that the bandits are carrying. Like something in it connects with the axe, and he feels like this surge of energy, and everything is very confusing, and he has to endure stress. Let's see. Nope, this is not the right roll. This is the right roll. A weak hit. You press on, so we lose 1 stress. We don't have to face desolation because that was the wrong table I rolled down. Alright, this is the start of the fight. Not even, right? Like, he's still going. He's not... he doesn't have an advantage or anything because he just stands up, is like a little bit disoriented by this weird energy that he feels. He stands up, and then he sees like a couple of bandits running towards him, and he's like, ah, shit, now they saw me. And the bandits at first don't know what to make of this guy who just appears, but when he swings his axe at them, they know what's up, and, well, let's try to see what happens. It's a strong hit. This is great. I take +2 momentum, and I have the initiative. Alright. Alright, let's see now. I am... Right, I don't have the hound anymore. So I'm gonna delete this one. And when you strike or clash, you may suffer -1 momentum and inflict 1 harm on a hit. Decide before rolling. This is what I will try. I suffer -1 momentum, and then I will strike them and do an extra harm if I hit them. Right? So yes, he doesn't have the power of the axe or the god with him, maybe, but he hadn't had those when he killed the wolves. He didn't have those when he he had it when he killed the wolves. When he trained with the axe, when he fought every time, when he chopped down trees. He's just a strong guy who will kill one of those bandits. So I'm gonna try to hit him. Do I get a +1 on the attack? No, I don't. Let's deal with these bandits. Before I do that, though, I need to bandits. And I think, I mean, there are many of them, but there are also people coming from the village. So I will say I had a strong hit on the end of the fray. This is formidable. This is formidable. Is it dangerous? I think I'm just fighting one bandit while the others getting to the others. So I'm gonna stay with dangerous. Let's see. And I can burn momentum for a strong hit, which I will do. Burning momentum. And so I hit him. I hit him because it's an axe, then I hit him another because it's a strong hit, and then I get another one from my ability. So, like, he gets close to me, I just whip around and nearly cleave this motherfucker in half. Blood going onto the snow, on the ground. Suddenly there are screams around me of fighting, and I think the villagers are probably very happy to see me and are charging in, and so this fight might be over very quickly. As we will see, though, I think he will have to fight another bandit after this. If he can kill him now. Because I will try to end the fight with him. Just let's go. It's a weak hit. Yeah, a new danger appears and exists in okay. So, like, I kill the guy with a big swing from the axe. This the one attack that I did. It was like he came towards me, thought I was just another guy, but I spun half around and just let my axe go, and it cleaved him in nearly in half, and he slumps to the ground, bleeding out. And but then, like, another one of the bandits just comes up, right, jumping from some stone or something, and tries to hit me. And let's enter the fray and see how this works out. It's a miss. All right, begins with disadvantage. All right, so I didn't see him. I think that's the logical thing, right? I didn't see him, and he just comes. I lose the initiative, and he has, I think, a +1. I get a -1 on the clash that I'm about to fight, which is bad. Still a weak hit. So I get to mark the thing, but then I have to endure harm, which, you know, it's not good. Let's see what happens. Strong hit. Nice. I can suffer -1 momentum in exchange for 1 health, which I would do. So I only lose one health point. As he jumps up, I don't see it fast enough, so I just barely get my axe up, and his sword, maybe it's a, yeah, it's a sword, cuts into my shoulder, but I managed to push him off. It's a strong hit. I get initiative, so I'm gonna fight back. Right, don't see anything, only hear the screams and the cries of pain and the roars of anger and everything. Lost complete focus of everything. There's just death and fighting around me. Snow, the cold, everything. And yeah, let's see how this goes. It's a weak hit. I inflict my initiative, but inflict my 2 marks, and another because I make 2 harms from the last time with my axe and make, yeah. So like I cut him again, but this time it's only maybe 2-3 weak slashes, and he's bleeding but still standing. And then he goes for me with his sword. Oh, let's clash. Ooh, it's an opportunity. What could the opportunity be? I have an idea, but I'm not sure. So he goes for me with the sword. I whip around and cut him with the axe. So he's already at a 10 on the progress point, right? So the fight is now clearly in my favor. I wonder what the opportunity is that I get in this fight. A person of the village or the elf comes helping. I thought that as well. My idea, the hound comes back. Like, it's the dog. The dog from last time, you know, which we rescued from the whipping. Like, there was a bandit captain whipping a dog. We killed the bandit captain, gave the dog some food, and he ran off. And I kind of want him to come back because I really like the dude. But someone from the village could also make sense, because then we can already establish something. I don't think the elf would come out when she sees I'm winning. When she sees me dying, maybe she would react, because then fate is in danger, you know? Tell you what, I'm gonna ask the oracle. I like both ideas. Danielaus, I wrote your sentence the second I said that. Ask the oracle. Let's see. Oracle. Is it the dog? If it's not the dog, it's a human from the village. Is it the dog? Yes, it's the dog. Alright, so... I like this game so much because it takes this to something new. Right, it's the dog. So I'm fighting with him. I maybe get some glancing blows in, but then I hear this... And the dog comes running, jumps, and rips out the throat of the bandit. Hopefully, because I have 10 progress and I would need to fucking roll a 10. Alright, it's a weak hit. So the enemy in front of me dies. But then something else happens. No, I think just a new danger appears, right? It's another bandit. Now the dog is beside me. I'm going, yes, good boy. Turn around, see another one of the bandits who just killed one of the villagers. Strong dude. Also an axe in his hand, and he just walks towards me, looking carefully at the dog and me. And yeah, I think I'm gonna fight this guy again. Let's go. It's a weak hit. I take the initiative and I will strike it. And let's say I get the hound again. And it's ferocious. So I get a +1. Score hit, inflict +1 harm. Right, so I don't get a +1, but I get +1 harm if I hit. That's a weak hit, so 3 progress points. So I get to him, the dog bites his leg, I try to cut his shoulder, but then he kicks the dog away, pushes my axe out of the way and swings for me himself. This one is a lot more careful than the other ones. And let's see how we do. It's a weak hit, so I get to inflict my harm, which is 2. Which is great. So, like, we fight, and I push my axe into him, and he pushes his axe into me, which means I have to endure harm. It's a strong hit. Nice. So I get initiative back, and I can suffer 1 momentum. I will do that. I only lose 1 health. And then I have the initiative, and I will end the fight with the dog. Come on, strong hit. Yes. Alright. So yeah, I killed the 3rd bandit. Clearly have wounds on my body. The dog is next to me, and then the fight. I whip around and I see that the fight is over, and yeah, the fight is over. The people are still like breathing heavily, and it's a very a tense moment, right? There are the villagers who are still there, the bandit with this weird sack that they carried away, is still lying there, and Torwulf is standing there, and he tries to calm the dog down, like, all right, good boy, try to stay at my side now. And I try to see if I can compel him this time. Come on, dog. Oh. He runs away again. I think that is a complication. He just looks at me and, like, the dog growls and barks and then runs off into the wood again. And I'm looking after him, and I'm like, come on, I really tried my best. And I don't get this dog. Did the bandits manage to steal it though? I think we fought pretty well, and considering our successes, I would think we stopped them. At least enough for the villagers to arrive and fight with them as well. And so I stand there surrounded by these 3 bandits. and still the axe is in my hand, but I look at the people coming towards me. Let's see who greets us, right? It's probably the tallest one of them. Okay, clearly a farmer. He defended place, awesome. I'm gonna just roll this dude or woman, whatever. Talus. Alright. I think like he's a squat-looking fella, right? Not as big as the others, but strong, and you can see like his body is shaped by the work that he does every day, and he has been doing for every day for the last whatever how many years. Yeah, the dog is I don't know, man. The dog just doesn't want to stay. Squat fella has like this big hammer on his shoulder, right? And he steps over two of the bandits himself, spits into the snow, has a deep cut on his arm, and the fur of a bear, like the pelt of a bear, is hanging around his shoulders. And from the way the other villagers are addressing him and like showing reverence to him, he's clearly a person of status in the village. And so he walks towards me, hammer on his shoulder, and goes, "All right, who do we have here, huh? Thank you for your help, young man, but like, who the fuck are you?" And Torwulf is like standing there with his axe and going, "Hi, well, my name is Torwulf. I'm from Frostclaw Village. Don't know if you heard of it, but I really hate those fucking bandits. And that's the reason why I'm here. Kinda need to talk to someone who's in charge, though. I'm guessing that's you. What's your name?" And he goes, "My name is Talus. And, well, I'm not the leader of the free people of Bearden. There's nothing like a leader. Everyone here can decide for themselves. But some people here seem to respect me." And one of the other villagers goes, "Maybe if you were taller, Talus." And he just laughs. And he goes, "Fuck you." And then he goes, "Fuck you, man." Alright, so Torwulf, alright, you fought well enough. You killed three of them? Good job. That dog, though, don't seem like he likes you very much. Well, it's complicated history between me and him. I really need to talk to you, Talus. Maybe there's somewhere else that we can go? I mean, sure we can, but you know, do we have to? It's very cozy here. People laughing, and you see now the others starting to fleece the dead bandits, right? Taking their weapons, taking their clothes, their boots, and Torwulf says, "Tell you what, you've earned the spoils of victory, and you can come with us into the village. Maybe this will all be easier when we raise our horns that are filled with meat, aren't you? Don't you think?" And Torwulf goes, like, relaxes clearly and goes, Yes, I think that is a very good idea. Thank you, Talus." And yeah, the spoils of victory, of course. And then he puts his axe away and he tries to, like, gather stuff from the dead. Gonna roll resupply. Maybe I find something. I would need -1 momentum for supply, and I don't think that is necessary. Alright. So I go into the village. I really find something. Maybe I find like a few things, but I'm very careful to give the things to the other people of the village, so I don't maybe have something for myself, but I made like a good impression as giving things away and being like kind to them and joking, very jovial behavior. And then like the people go back into the village. One of Talus probably carries the sack. On the way back I go, But tell us, what's in that sack? What was so important to them? And he just grunts and says, all in good time, my boy, all in good time. And I know better than to press the man. And yeah, so we get to the village. There are other villagers who help. Some go back to get the fallen villagers or people, fighters. Yeah. I look around before I go into the village to see if I can see Vidarna somewhere. And maybe that's just a roll on, I don't know. It's wee kid. Yeah, I think I see her in the distance, but I also see her turn away because she will not come into the village of some humans. And I know, alright, in this village, like, she's there, but in this village I'm probably still on my own. But it was good to know that she had my back in case anything went wrong with the bandits. Now, I will try the sojourn move again. When you spend time in a community seeking assistance, roll plus heart. If you share a bond, add +1. I don't share a bond. I really want this to work, because if I miss, I find no help and pay the price, and that is what happened the last time. Right. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just hope that this village is a lot nicer. Weak hit. On a weak hit, choose 1. On a hit, you and your allies may each focus on one of your chosen recover actions and roll plus heart again. And then I get more, but I don't think I want to tempt fate that much. So, I will take the momentum out. Yeah. Like, it feels good, right? They are very open to me. They are rough people. Like, I talk with them. They're like, this fucker here. Nah, man, he killed 3 bandits, all right. And then was, yeah, man, this dude, like, I saw him, and then there was this dog, and he, like, tried to tell him something, and the dog, man, it just ran away, man. And, like, all these weird people, very clearly free-spirited, right? You don't even see any colors or color schemes. Like, every one of them seems to be like this very individualistic person. All the homes look very different from one another, with different styles. All the ornaments and everything on them all just reflect the people living in the houses, and they are squat and strong looking, and every one of them seems to be able to fight or hold a weapon. Every one of them carries a weapon at least. They wear pelts and hides and leathers. They are not very for the fine arts, but they seem to be friendly, rough, strong people. And yeah, Torwulf is a strong, like, for his village, he's a strong man, and he's a tall man, and so here he sees people who are roughly built like him, and like, he fits right in, right? And so he's like happy that this is a way better situation to be in. And so he gets to the house of Talus, which is adorned by these giant white tusks, right, coming from some sort of mammoth or something, and over the doorway. And yeah, he gets into the house. Talus just tells him to leave his stuff at the door, and yeah, it's warm inside. And I go, well, Talus, thank you for inviting me to your home. I saw smoke. Is everything all right in the village? And he goes, yeah, those bastards tried to burn one of our towers down. I mean, they succeeded in burning it down, but the people acted fast, and the snow helped to contain the flames. Thought they could get away with our relic, but, well, we showed them, didn't we? Yeah, we surely did. Alright, you said something about meat. And then Talus goes, that is correct. You are correct. And then he gets out 2 drinking horns and we drink. And I go, alright, so I have to ask a big favor from you and your village. And I know we don't know each other that well yet, but time is of the essence. Those bandits that you fought, there are more of them when we go to the west, to the southwest, and there's this cave that leads to my village, and they are blocking the path for some reason, and yeah, they destroyed the ritual sites for the Guldrat that lives in the mountains, and we can't pacify this monster without them. Everything is really bad, and I really need help, and I was hoping I could find it here. Maybe some people, maybe something you can do to help me in my fight for the bandits. And I do feel like this progresses my help the village. I think the fight and the plea now progress my iron vow. And I think maybe I'm gonna put 1 here or 2 here as well, just for all of the journey and the learning of the old gods and meeting Vedana and everything. So I try to keep track of my iron vows, because that's how I get experience points. And I kind of need more experience points because I don't have any. Alright. Back into the scene. He looks at me, strokes his rough beard and goes, well, you're asking a tall order there, young man. I told you that I'm not a leader of this village. Everyone decides for themselves, but maybe I can arrange that you can, make your case. Maybe convince some of them to join you. But, yeah, to be able to speak to them, you have to prove yourself. And, well, you did fight 3 bandits, so that is good. That is good. But, like, we got these weird rites in our village here. And, yeah, tell you what. You need to kill a fucking bear, man. That's it. Kill a bear and everyone will listen to you. If you don't kill a bear, people probably won't listen to you. That's just how it works. We're in Bearden. There are a lot of bears around. Everyone kills a bear who wants to be heard. And yeah, that's what you have to do. Kill a bear. What can I say? And I can make sure everyone gathers and listens to you. You helped us a lot in the fight, so yeah. Kill a bear, come back, I will make sure everyone listens to you. And, I think that should be that. And Torwulf is like, right. Kill a bear, no problem. Alright, right. How do I kill a bear? And then he just laughs. You find him and you hit him with everything you have, and then you hope that it dies before you. We've got some big bears around here, maybe. Tell you what, if you find one of them black bears, yeah, they are dangerous, but if you find one of the brown ones, not sure if you should fight that one. On the other hand, if you come back with a pelt of a brown bear, the people in the village will probably follow you. And he points to his own pelt, which is of a brown bear, right? All right. Then, tell you what, make something of a display of it, right? Go to the edge of town, swear an iron vow that you will come back with the pelt of a bear, and you will ask them for a favor in their tradition and all that, and maybe they will listen to you. And all right, that's what Torwulf is going to do. He walks to the edge of, he says thank you, leaves the house, walks to the edge of the village, and then he just very theatrically tries to scream, go on one knee, take the iron head of the axe and swear an iron vow, like, I swear to these villagers, to myself, and to the old gods, that I will go, I will kill that bear, I will come back with its pelt, and I will ask them in their own tradition. I will not talk to them like a stranger, but one of them, a free individual that asks only for people who are free themselves to make a decision on their own. And yeah, so I will swear an iron vow. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Swear an iron vow. Oh, sorry. Is it, do I have a no, I don't have a. On a miss. You face a significant obstacle before you can begin your quest. Envision what stands in your way and choose one. You press on, suffer -2 momentum, and do what you must to overcome this obstacle. Alright. Something goes awry. I do this display, I swear this iron vow, and I want to press on, so I take the -2 momentum. But something stands in my way before I can start the quest. Oh, that is a good idea. I like that idea very much. So, like, the people in the village nod and they go, yes, right, do that. Do that. And then I step outside of the village. I'm like, alright, how the hell do I find a bear? And then, like, I walk for an hour and try to find some tracks or something. And then Vidarna appears next to me. On the snow, I'm in the snow. Like, this is always the case with these elves. They are not sinking into the snow. And she just looks at me, and there's a clear vision of disappointment on her face. Where she goes, ah, young Torwulf. Heard that you swore your iron vow to kill a creature of these woods. I mean, yeah, I need that to get the help against the bandits. Right. But you swore to the old gods as well. Now Farnish is the god of the hunt. But bears are tricky. And these people have hunted many of them. The bears in these parts, they are more than just animals. I am very unhappy with you blindly charging off into this land and killing one of them. I hope you know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, I thought I knew what I was doing. What do you mean about Farnish? And very well remembered Daniel asked. The tenets of the hunt mean that you only fight what endangers you. So, if you want to keep his blessing, you have to make sure that you are not surprising the animal, that you are not in an unfair advantage before the fight. It needs to be threatening you, and if one bear just walks away, you cannot attack it. Right, you said something like that. Okay. Then I will try that. Do you have any idea where it might be? And she's not there anymore. And then he goes, fuck. But I do think that progresses my iron vow to learn something about the old gods and their ways. And I think I'm gonna try to fulfill that vow right now. Let's see. It's a weak hit. There's more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest. Envision what you discover, then mark experience. Troublesome, 0. So I don't get any experience points for this one. You may swear an iron vow to set things right. If you do, add +1. Great, 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 great. This is awesome. I will never get any experience points this way. I realized that I know nothing. I think that's the whole point of it. That this is not something to be taken lightly. It's not just, alright, I learn a few prayers and then it's done. Like, I have to change the way I see nature and I see the things around me. And so I think I'm gonna make the vow to better my understanding of the old gods and of the old gods. And there are many unanswered questions, you are very right. And so I'm just gonna, instead of swearing a new vow, I'm gonna amend my vow and say that it is a higher class. And I'm gonna mark 1 for the progress I already made till now. And now I have to basically start over again. And yeah, so he just shakes his head and goes, alright, well, Varnish, maybe you will help me with a fight against the bear. And I swear to you, I will do it the right way. And he will try to activate his axe again on a weak hit. Right, so Varnish is with him. But there's this hunger inside of the axe. And yeah, he knows he has to draw blood with it. Otherwise, this hunger will not go away. And then he tries to find the bear, which is a gather information. Let's see. On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. Path you must follow or action you must take to progress is made clear. And I get a +1. Alright, so I find bear tracks. And you know what? I'm gonna go follow them. And he follows them, like there's these woods and maybe a small clearing, and then he sees a bear, probably just now feasting on something that he killed, maybe like a small animal or something, blood on a snout. And I'm gonna say we ask the oracle what color it is. Yeah, that's a good idea. I come to this river that is very close to Bearden in the north, and yeah, I see one of the bears outside of the water and like a bloody trail behind him, and like the skeletons of some fish next to him, big fish. And yeah, he's there feasting, and I say it's unlikely that it is a brown bear. So is it a brown bear? Shit. All right. So, I'm gonna look up what a bear normally is, and I'm gonna up the difficulty of that and of that enemy by 1, because that's just how it goes. Animals. A bear. A bear is formidable only. No, it's formidable. Fuck. Alright. It's normally formidable, and I just said I'm gonna. Oh god, this is an extreme fight. I never did this until now. I have my axe activated, but I have only 3 health left. Oh, I should have healed myself before. Well, I have the axe, so this is good. Okay, so... Oh no, my mic. My mic. Since when was it off? Oh no. Oh no. I have to cut this off. When did I deactivate it? Probably when I adjusted it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I was like totally into the scene and you guys didn't hear it. What's the last thing you heard? Oh no, it's extreme and then I cut off. Alright, so I never had an extreme enemy. I never fought an extreme enemy, just to show you. When I mark, it's not a full thing. Only after 2 marks it becomes a full square. So this is bad, right? So Torwulf, there's still snow and he can't do anything. Right? He can't do anything to get in a better position. He can't surprise the animal. And it's a big creature, right? Big and strong and hungry. It just woke up from its hibernation. There's still blood on its snout. Snow in its pelt. And like it's a strong animal. And Torwulf just grabs his axe and whispers to Wolf Slayer, goes, "We can do this. We will do this. For our village, we need to do this." And, yeah, let me clean up this mess here. Now, I have sworn an iron vow. I never even put that in here. Kill a bear. Get people of Bearden to help. And I think this is a dangerous thing. And I'm gonna mark 2 progress points for the journey and finding the bear. And yeah, that's it. Alright, let's get back into the scene. The bear, the snow, the blood on the snow, the woods behind me, and I just step out of it and I need to provoke it. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna like hold my axe forward and scream at it. "You are so dead! I know you can't understand me, but you're so dead, you giant thing!" And yeah, the bear just turns around, sees me hungrily, snarling. And running towards me with this sound. And I'm gonna fucking shit, what is this? Enter the fray. Oh my god, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please let this be good. It's a weak hit. I can choose to take initiative, and I will. Alright. The bear's coming towards me. I run towards the bear, screaming away my fear and my anxiety and everything. I need to kill this animal. I need to kill it in a fair fight. And I need to do it now, or my village will probably die during the next year. And this is bad, and I don't want that. I'm angry at Homeland, I'm angry at the bandits, and I desperately need the help of the people of Bearden, and everything is focused on this fight. And I just run towards it, and I try to hack it with my axe. Let's go. I want to change the music to something more fighting styly. Let's go. So, epic encounter. Let's do this. Sweating, it's too hot. Modifier. I don't get any modifier. I'm just running towards a fucking giant bear and trying to hit it with my axe. A weak hit. I inflict my harm, but I lose the initiative. Alright, what is my harm? I can... Do I channel the axe? I think the music is just not loud enough. Maybe like this. I don't have the hound, but I do have the leech. When you make a move to inflict harm, reroll any dice and inflict +2 harm on a hit. I'm gonna reroll the 8. See if I can't get a strong hit. I get a strong hit. Very good. +2 harm on a hit, which is great. Alright. So, I get 2 from my sword, 2 from the leech, and I can get those back as health, which I will, and as momentum, which I will. So I start the fight with my axe glowing red from the divine power of Varnish, who is like following me into battle because he sees me, right? I'm envisioning it like this, like Torwulf feels like this god is nodding approval to this fair fight that I do against this very strong animal. And yeah, let's do this. I fought, but it was a strong hit, so I get to keep initiative. Like the bear swipes at me with his claws, and I just barely make it under it. It bites at me. I swerve to the side into the snow. Snow kicks up around me. I take my axe again, lift it over my head, and try to hack it to the side. Let's go. Oh no! Oh no! It's a double 10. That's the bad thing. That's a very bad complication. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is bad. And I must pay the price. I lose the initiative, I pay the price, and it's a double 10 complication. Against an epic enemy. Nee, not epic, but like the second one. It is harmful. A pack of bears? Daniel, are you sure? You need to write this with more confidence. If you say it, I will make it so. No. Okay, not a pack of bears. What is the bad thing, right? It is harmful anyway. Alright, so I try to hack it again. I whiff completely and the bear gets maybe a claw up and can cut me. I have to endure harm. On a strong hit. Very good. So I don't get any, I just, like, he rips parts of my clothes and I have like this claw mark on my clothes, but it barely scratched my skin as I jumped back, and I just see something very bad. I think, what is something bad that can happen? The bear like lifts up on his hind legs, and like I see now how tall it is. It's like over 2 meters or maybe 30 centimeters. Like it's large creature, and it roars. If he does double damage, I'm dead. Like, he already does 4. I have 5 health, and he does 4 damage if he hits me. So, yeah, this is already a very dangerous and extreme foe. I'm already close to edge. The double 10, you know what I'm gonna make the double 10? He roars up, he stands on his hind legs, and I see he's very tall. And then I see the scars on his skin, right? Like, this creature has fought many battles before. And I see, like, parts of an arrow sticking out. And I see part of a bolt sticking out of its hide, which just grew over and had this weird scarring tissue. And all of this I didn't see under the snow that is now falling off the creature. And then I fall back a bit, and I see something bloody red underneath the snow. I stumble across it, and then I see it's the hound. The hound is dead. Killed by the bear. Partially eaten. Just like a small a small scream from myself as I look at this giant creature who has now the initiative, and it's like just making a couple clumsy steps in the snow and falling down on top of me, both its claws and the teeth coming towards me. Yeah, that would have been good. I went with a dead dog. I don't know why. Maybe if I get another complication. Alright, clash. Again, if I even if I get a weak hit, I get hit and I potentially lose 4 health. Let's go. Fuck yeah. So, like, I see the dead dog, and I'm just furious about this animal. It obviously has fought a lot, but I have fought too. And he comes down towards me, and just with all my strength, I make one sidestep, and I hit it with my axe right into the side. And I inflict 1 more harm. So 2 for my axe and another 1 from the strong hit. The bear roars, turns around, trying to swipe at me. I jump back. The snow's getting kicked up around us. There's still the river flowing right next to us. The wind is kicking up. And I just take my axe and I hack at this monster of an animal. Let's go. I want it dead so bad, man. I want to win this fight so much. It's a weak hit, so I inflict my harm, but I lose initiative. Alright. Those are 2. And then I lose initiative, right? So I hit it again on the other side. Make a couple more steps, then it swipes at me. I have to jump back, but now I'm on the back leg. It senses this instability in my stance and goes for me with a big bite of its mighty fang and mouth. You know what I mean. Clashing. Oh, please. Please be a strong hit again. Ew. You are outmatched and must pay the price. I don't even inflict my harm. Alright. So pay the price. The obvious thing is the damage. So it just bites me right into the midsection, and it has this giant jaws that just clench around my body, and they whip me around the Revenant style. And I have to endure 4 harm. Alright. It's a strong hit. Alright, so I can, like, only get 3, which is nice. So, like, blood is gushing from the wound. I get my axe in. No, I just punch it on the nose until it leaves me be, and I get flung away. Maybe even come to a halt in the river, right? Like I'm rolling through the snow now in the river, the cold water seeping into my clothes. But I get up as the animal comes towards me again, but I'm ready for this. I got up faster than it thought I could. Blood still flowing from my body into the river now. And with a scream of desperation, I jump at it and I try to hit it as hard as I can with my axe. Let's... Oh, come on. Let's do this. It's a strong hit, baby. So that means 3 progress. 1, 2, 3 progress. Should I try to end this fight here? That would be too risky, probably. Not with my luck today. Alright, so I hack at it again, right into the chest now. Blood is coming from the animal as well. We are standing knee-deep in the river. The animal is roaring. Coming towards me. Blood is coming from my wounds, but I don't even feel it. I'm just in this battle rage, and I go for it again. And like it's this epic picture of this giant animal and this strong man with an axe just going at it. And yeah, let's see if I can hit it again with another strike. This is so dangerous. It's another strong hit. All right. The animal is starting to get weaker, right? Maybe it already has hunted, right? It just ate. Maybe it's the movements are getting sluggish, and so we have to mark the progress, which is 2, but it was a strong hit, so it's another one. And yeah, it comes towards me. I leap to the side. Now I'm standing on these stones that are in the water. Ice crystals still flowing down the stream because it's still very cold. Spring has just begun, but I sense it. Like I sense the animal getting weaker, and I know the danger of these claws and the jaws, and so I'm still putting everything I have into the strikes. That I dash out. And it's another strong hit, baby. This is going awesome. So this is now 8. If I get another strong hit, I have 10, or I can try to end the fight now and risk it with 8. If I get a weak hit, it will hurt me, probably, and could kill me. Yes, it could kill me. What do I do? Do I keep fighting it? Like, okay, I think I would keep pushing it, right? I had so much luck. I'm getting drunk on this strength. Like, I feel very much in the zone, as you would say. Like, he whips around, hacks at it, sidesteps the swipes with the claw, sees the creature getting slower and sluggish, and then he tries to go at it one more time. If I don't have a strong hit, this is bad. I could have ended the fight right now, and I didn't. So, let's see me waste the opportunity. Of course it does. Shit. Okay, my foe is the initiative, and I must pay the price. Shit. Fuck. Roll twice on this table. Both results occur. If they are the same result, make it worse. I should have ended the fight. Oh no. Oh no. I wanted to be cool. And I should have ended the fight. Okay, twice. Your action has an unintended effect. The current situation worsens. Fuck. I got greedy and I knew it, and damn it. Alright, what is the unintended effect my action has? And how does the current situation worsen? Any ideas, folks? I'm very open to ideas. Because I'm very frustrated with myself right now. Thinking is hard. You know what? I put it on the heat. It's the heat that is melting my brain, so I got greedy. Ah, fuck. Alright, the action has an unintended effect. What's the unintended effect? What would happen? X. Yeah, right. Like, I go for it again with my axe, but the bear is smarter than your average bear, and instead of attacking me, he puts all his might behind its swipe against the axe now, and I can't hold it, and poof, the axe is thrown out of my hand, like it lands on the riverbank, and I can retrieve it later. But for now, it's gone, and now I don't have anything but my hands against the animal. I think this is also how the current situation worsens. It's a combination of the two. Right, wrestling a bear. Why not? Shit. So now we have to fight the bear without a weapon. Right, let's do that then. If it's not a strong hit, I get hurt. Yes. Alright. I want to inflict +1 harm, which means fist just to 1. Like, you know, axes to 2, fist just to 1. And so I get a 9th. And alright. What's let's do this, right? I'm gonna end the fight now. Because it was a strong hit, I'm gonna end the fight now. This has to be it. This has to be it. I got 9 fully marked. Let's see. Yeah! Alright, the bear swipes the axe out of my hand. I see it coming for me. And, like, it's like, this is like, he goes at me again with his giant maw, with his giant jaws, these clenching teeth that have already ripped open my midsection, and it goes for me again. In the water splashing around us. The sun is shining in the droplets of water. There's blood everywhere gushing from me and from him, and it comes towards me. And with a strength I didn't know I have, I just take the jaws, take the snout, and I keep ripping them. And like breaking the jaws off the animal with my bare hands. I rip him apart. And like the skull of the animal cracks back, and it falls into the just water. And I stand there, breathing heavily, like the teeth marks still on my hands as I bleed. And I look into my hand, and I obviously see the mark of the leech that was burned into my hand. I see it glowing with red as my blood seeps into it. And I clench my fist, and I let out this primal roar, and this one echoes through the woods, right? Oh, baby, this one was tough. That one was tough. Oh, this is also battle music. I don't want battle music. Oof. This was hard. Alright. Torwulf takes tries to take the animal out of the water. It is so heavy. And just now he realizes how, like, tired he is, right? This battle, the wounds that he has, the blood loss, everything is maybe a bit much, and he, like, can only get it partially out of the water, and then tries to go towards the axe, and then collapses onto one knee, and then he feels a soft hand on his shoulder, and he looks up and he sees Vedarna standing there, and with a look of approval in her face now. You went and did the right thing there, human, little human. And she walks and picks up the axe and hands it to me. You truly fought in the way of the old gods. It is astonishing to see in such a creature such as yourself. You've earned this victory. You truly have. This one, the villagers will be very pleased, I bet. Let me help you with the pelt of the animal. And yeah, as Torwulf just lays back and cowers next to a tree, right? Like he's weakly trying to make a fire to get warm again because he's shivering from the cold water and the snow and the adrenaline being gone. And yeah, he watches Vedarna as she very expertly starts... what's the word I'm looking for? Skinning the bear. Right? She's cutting off the pelt and the hide, and very expertly, so it's like minimal damage to the pelt. And yeah, she even cuts off some of the flesh, so we have something to give the people in the village as well. And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna give me one supply for this. Because I killed a bear, that was epic. Kill a bear, get the people, so I'm gonna get to mark a progress point. And you know what, I'm gonna give you 2 for those, because that's I just need to ask them for help. And I think with this pelt it could work. And yeah, then I'm going into my backpack and try to heal myself with the herbalist kit from my mother, which is awesome. Let's see, I'm gonna take the +2. It's a strong hit, so I get to heal 2 health. Nice. So like I bandage myself up, I get warm next to a fire, right? Like skinning a bear, like that takes time. And like cutting off the meat and stuff as much as we can carry. I think Torwulf would take the skull of the beast, right? This giant upper part of the bear skull, because the lower jaws were ripped off by me. And so I will take the upper part and just take it with me as a trophy. And then we would journey back into the village. And it takes time because I'm really slow, and Vedarna is not in a hurry. When I'm like maybe half an hour away from the village, she nods, hands me all the stuff that she was carrying, and says, I will see you when I see you. I hope that when you leave the village to fight the bandits, that you will have a lot more people by your side. And I'm not one for the company of humans, as you know. So I will probably leave you with them. But rest assured, I am watching you. And then she goes and vanishes into the nature again. Alright, so let's get back into the village, right? Like he comes back. It's late in the evening. Sun is already setting. Like the last golden beams of light coming through over the horizon. And the villagers see me, right? Some kids see me, they go, oh, there's the guy, he's come back. And he has a pelt with him. And then people come out of their houses, and yeah, very fast there's a group of people, and like a lot of the villagers come. And yeah, I just weakly stand up, clearly bandaged, clearly hurt from a fight. And like I hold the skull up and I hold the pelt up. And the pelt is like longer than me, right? So it's like on the ground. Like I hold it up, fold it, and then I unfold it, and they see the massive part of this pelt. Yeah, it's more like a fucking blanket, right? It's like this giant thing, and everyone goes, "Oh!" And then I say, "Villagers of Bearden, hear me. I have done as your traditions demand. I have slain one of the brown bears that lurk these forests. I have done so with only one goal in mind. I need your aid. The robbers and bandits that attacked you, they are also cutting off my village, Frostclaw village, from the outside world. They have ruined sacred places of the old gods, and they are working together with the neighboring town of Holmlund. I don't know why, but I don't care why. I want to make these bastards pay. And I am here in Bearden, and I followed your traditions for exactly that. I, for one, have had enough from these bandits doing whatever they want. We are free people. And when we are free, we will fight for our freedom and preserve it. And we will not suffer these fools any longer. I ask any free person of this village to join me in eradicating these fuckers once and for all. Tomorrow, I will go back and I will hunt them down. Everyone who wants to join me clearly is welcome at my side." And I whip the giant pelt around my shoulders, and I take the skull in my hand, and I just walk towards the house of Talus. And Talus is like leaning against his doorway, and he just nods towards me and goes, "Well spoken. I think my hammer could use the training. We are getting rusty here." And like he claps my back, and he lets me go inside. And yeah, I just hear the people around the village murmuring. And whoa, inside the house, I just fall onto one of the chairs and just breathe heavily. And Talus goes, "Well, that must have been quite a fight out there. Let me see that." And he takes the pelt and he looks at it and goes, "Right, you have to make sure this doesn't rot or anything. Let me handle this, boy. You've earned this one. This is a big one. You really showed what you're made of out there. Very good, very good. And what's that?" And I hold up the skull. "Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would make a great trophy." And Talus looks at it and goes, Yeah, I feel I could fashion something out of it for you, maybe. Yeah, I'm excited. This reminds me of the olden times where we fought those animals. You're truly one of us. So, yeah, I'm gonna make sure this will adorn you in the morrow. You go to sleep. Take my bed. I don't need the sleep. I'm excited. I feel young again. And yeah, he goes to work, and I can just sleep. And I think that's make camp, but I don't recover hours in the white. It's probably sojourn, right? It's recuperating. Yeah. So let's see how my rest is. It's a strong hit, so I get to choose 2. It's 2. All right. All right. So I'm gonna take the spirit back, and You know what it is? I think it's a supply bag. Because I feel like I feel like the things Talus gives me are like this extra supplies I get. Because he gives me, in the morning, Torwulf wakes up and he finds the pelt was made ready, right? Like it's this high, this giant bear. It was cut at few places, but it's still very much intact. But then it was roughly sewn at places, and now I can wear it as this thick cape that just folds around me, so I get like this somewhat of a strong leather part around the belly, and I have this cape that flows around the back. And then it has the skull of the bear is like a pauldron on the shoulder, right? So it goes like this, and the snout goes down the arm. Is the skull of the bear just resting on my shoulder, and he just puts this armor basically around me, fastens it, and says, "Now you even look like one of us, boy. Torwulf, it is an honor. It truly is. If you ever find that Frostclaw village is nothing for you, you can come live here with us." And yeah, Torwulf just steps out and he sees, I don't know, a dozen people, a dozen strong warrior types, right? They are men, women, tall, strong, with axes and spears. All of them have pelts and hides from different animals. All of them look like confident and strong. And then I feel like a hand on my shoulder, which is like reaching up, because Talus isn't that tall, right? But like he's putting his hand on my shoulder and his hammer on his other shoulder, and then he goes, "Right, let's kill ourselves some bandits, shouldn't we?" And everyone goes, "Yeah, let's do it!" And in this roar of approval, we start our journey back to the village. Well, back to the bandits that are covering the entrance of the cave. And I think this is where I will stop the chapter for today, because I feel like this is just too perfect of a cutoff point, and sometimes you have to flow with the narrative and just go, all right, this is the end of this chapter, right? This is the Bearden chapter, and it is this is where we stop for today with the story. It will go on next Monday, and I hope to see everyone there. If you watch this on YouTube, thank you. Please follow me on Twitch and on YouTube. If I get like 50 people to follow me on Twitch, I get something, I think. I don't know. But that would be awesome. And yeah, this is so much fun. Please join us in the chat. Your suggestions is what's making this story so unique and incredible. It truly is a work between me and the chat. And I know Daniel also is always there, which is great. And but we and there are others as well, of course, Nitrius and all the people that came. The Danish dude last time, awesome. Everyone is here, and just come around and influence this story. I'm having a great time. Yeah, Wednesday we will talk. I will do a map stream or whatever. But until then, I think I will cut it here for the YouTube video, and after that we will do some like talking with the chat. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and be the light you want to see in the world, because you know it's getting dark outside and someone has to. Good day.